What's up, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Gonna give you guys a quick toolbox tour today of all my tools and just go through my 3 toolboxes that I've acquired and some of the tools I have and what I use them for, and maybe some of the tools I plan to get or toolboxes. Anyways, let's get right into it. To start, we'll start on this left side. This here is a Husky 20, I think it's a 27 inch. Let me confirm real quick, but I believe it's a 27 inch. Let me get you guys a measurement here. So it's a Husky kind of tool cart, 27 inch, and on a drawer depth for you, it has a single 1 slide drawer, the drawer depth of only 15 inches. So I got this for 70 bucks at the Home Depot. It's done pretty well, and it was on sale for 70 bucks. And I got another 20% off because down there, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a dent in that door. Just, yeah, you can see the slightest dent right there. I asked the manager and I was like, hey, this one has a dent in it. Can I get another discount? And they took another 20% off, and it was worth it to me because you can't even tell it's there really. Anyways, it comes with a power bank on the side with 4 110 outlets and 2 USBs. That's super nice. I just have a plug that's wired in behind there, and I just run that one plug, and then I have 4 different outlets. It's kind of handy. The top work surface comes with a really thick it's kind of like the, what do you call it, the toolbox liner, but it's really thick and foam and cushiony. It's really nice. That's a nice feature Husky added. And then it comes with these little trays in the back that just organize things. I don't use them too much. And then the pegboard. I do like the pegboard. That's a cool attachment. This here on the side is a Harbor Freight like spray paint can or can holder. I use the front one as a drink holder, beverage holder, and then I always keep a can of PB Blaster whenever I'm working on anything. And it's got some different sized slits for screwdrivers or whatever you're using. Getting into it, this is my electrical drawer, my 12-volt drawer. Just the basics of what most people have probably. I got some fuses and some larger fuses I took from an old truck. One of these things, this is actually for a 12-volt battery. It's for some wire management. Anyways, those are just Allen keys, and you tighten them down, and it just so you don't have a bunch of whatever these rings are called, a bunch of these guys onto your battery. You can just have those plugged straight in, have a really good connection. Anyways, I don't know what happened to my other one. Some electrical tape and some wire strippers and some zip ties. Everyone needs some zip ties. Anyways, that's my 12 volt, nothing special. And then going down to the cubby, if you will. This I just keep some of my paints and some of my cleaners of everyday use. One thing I don't like about this Husky tool cart, if you will, is there's no magnet on that left side. So when you close that drawer, my garage is sloped out, so whenever I try to close that, it just swings back open. So you gotta use 2 hands, or if you're recording, you gotta use 1 foot and your other hand until that magnet catches that door and holds it shut. One inconvenient thing, I might add a second magnet on the other side just so it doesn't do that. Anyways, moving on to the Kirkland. This is a Kirkland toolbox. It's a 42 or 46 inch toolbox. I don't remember. I got it when I was 18. Studying to be a mechanic. My mom bought it for me. It's been awesome. I've beat the heck out of it, and it's really kicked butt for me. Up top, it's just got one of these closing lids with the struts, and I never close it. I always keep it open just to have like a shelf. So yeah, it's got some good storage. I got it so cluttered right now. Forgive me. I was out here working last night and I had to move a bunch of stuff. So we'll get some better management here. Anyways, so yeah, I just got some of my batteries and battery chargers and drill up here, and some used oil actually. So that is my top of it. going into the first drawer is my screwdrivers. I got some Craftsman picks and some Craftsman precision screwdrivers. These are the new Craftsman lineup that Lowe's has introduced. They have a super sweet grip on them. Not only do they look sweet like the old Craftsmans, and but I really like the grip on them. They're pretty sweet. I'm actually, when I get down to Lowe's next, I'm gonna pick up their, they have like a 15-piece screwdriver set just to get rid of my old screwdrivers. Pittsburghs. Going over to my next drawer, I just have some of these quick fuel line disconnects that I picked up from, I believe, AutoZone, and some pry bars and some putty knives. Nothing too special in that drawer. Over here, we have my grinder attachments. You wonder why I have so many grinder wheels. We will get into that. I'm a marble and granite installer, so I have a lot of diamond blades and concrete cutting tools or stone cutting tools. So that's just where I keep some of my extra grinder stuff. Next drawer down is my drilling drawer. Got some drill bits, hole saw, and then these are just some of my bit attachments from my impact that I've just kind of organized between, you know, my Torx bits and my square bits, and I just kind of wrote on there with marker what sizes they are, and then I got this cheap one too. Anyways, that is my drill and driving drawer. Next one down. As you'll see, my toolbox could use some better management. I got like different things stored in different places, and I need to rearrange to get, you know, my hammers somewhere else because they don't really close that well in there, but they fit. Let's get some measurements for you guys. So these 3 drawers on the top are all the same size. So I just want to give you some drawer depth because I feel this Kirkland is underrated, honestly. It offers quite a bit. So for drawer depth, it's about 2.5 inches. It is 2.5 inches. And then for the width, we are sitting at 22 and 3/8. And then for the depth of the drawer, we're sitting at 15 and 7/8. So not the deepest drawers, but also some good widths for my, I mean, these are my shorter ones anyways. Just some hammers, got my extensions, just Harbor Freight extensions, and some of these quick impact like socket attachments, and just some other stuff like Sawzall blade and jigsaw, and some brushes. Moving down, we have my plier drawer. Got these are handy. I have some big old, I got a really good deal on the 3-piece. I don't know, it was like $4, I feel like. Can't remember though. I need some more pliers, but I mean, they get the job done for me, whatever I'm doing around the house. This little cubby here, I just have some of my assorted like power steering fluid back there, and some ATF and wood glue and my grease, and yeah, nothing too crazy in there. My big drawer is my socket drawer. Kind of got a sad socket set, but it's like a Kirkland starter set that I got when I first got this toolbox. So 1/2 inch is pretty low, you know. I'm missing a lot of the bigger sizes, but majority what you run into, this set has been able to offer for me. 3/8, I got most of my metrics, pretty much all metrics from 6 to 20 I have, but not all deep and not all shallow, but it gets my job done. Then I got these couple of these Pittsburgh, just these swivel socket attachments. I don't actually have a swivel socket set. They do give a little bit too much, you know, when you're working, and that can be a pain, but also sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And then got some spark plug sockets back here, just 2 different sizes. Then I got 2 breaker bars. I got a 1/2 inch breaker bar that's, I can't remember how long they are. They're just breaker bars, all right. 3/8 breaker bar, a shitty Pittsburgh torque wrench, click torque wrench. Don't buy that. That was like 25 bucks and it broke. And I actually stripped out a bolt on my bike thanks to this being so inaccurate. Then I got this torque wrench. One time I picked up because I needed to know torque specs. That's a 1/2 inch drive. Here's my 1/2 inch drive, single ratchet. That's my Kirkland that came with my one thing. I got this flex head, I can't remember who makes it. 3/8 drive ratchet. This is my go-to ratchet. I love this ratchet. And then my other 3/8 drive Kirkland ratchet. And then oil filter wrench, because if you drive a 2001 to 2007 GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado with the 8.1, you will find that the engineers had to put and a lot of vehicles actually, but they had to cram the freaking oil filter between the engine, a hot engine, and the freaking downpipe of the exhaust manifolds, and it gets hot unless it's cold. But who has time to change the oil when their engine's cold? Down here I have box end wrenches because I really want a big drawer to keep all my wrenches in, but I don't have that. So box end wrenches go with the 1/4 inch drives. And yeah, kind of a sad 1/4 inch drive collection, but I mean, I got a decent amount, anywhere from 4.5 to 14 in metric, and I don't really use standard in 1/4 inch. Moving down the line is my junk drawer. Welcome to Adam's junk drawer. We got plumber's tape, we got lights, icy hot. We got a knife and brushes and this thing that my grandma got me or something. I think it's broken, but anyways, there's a tire pressure multi-tool kind of deal, if you will. These are extra wrenches that I have seconds or thirds of, and extra sockets that I have second or thirds of. And I just got all sorts of weird, I mean, look at these. These are scissors that fold. And yeah, that's my junk drawer. Here I just have some screws, different, yeah, you know the drill. Just screws that I will use. Here's some of my power tools. Most of my power tools are at work with me in my work truck, but here's just some that I have at the house. I got a jigsaw and a sawzall and a grinder. This here, let's have a moment of silence for the rest in peace. This is the boneyard. I can't throw these away because I need to open them up and fix them. This here is what we go through at work, is 15 amp grinders to cut through marble and stone, and we go through quite a bit of these. So in the past, I've been working there 3 years, and I guess only 2.5 of which I've been using my own tools, but I think I have 9 broken grinders in here, and I have 3 at work. So gone through quite a bit of grinders, and they're not cheap. That's the boneyard. Up here, I just have some of my 110 and 15 amp and 20 amp outlets that I plan to add throughout the garage to get some more outlets. Moving down, we got some of my clamps, little clamps, medium clamps, C clamps, you know, just a basic clamp. Some lights in this drawer, and I could find a better spot for those to open up that big drawer. And here I just have some of my older tools, this old jigsaw that my dad gave me when I was really young, and a scale saw and a multi-tool. But that right there wraps up, oh, close the cord in there. That right there wraps up the Kirkland toolbox. So yeah, I love that toolbox. And moving over to our last two, if you will, that's a small little Craftsman one and a Husky. This one is also 27 inches, but it's got a little more depth on it. Yeah, just give you, I should not turn the camera like that. Sorry about that. These two I picked up used from a guy online, and he gave them to me for, he had them for $100 and I offered him 80. Long story short, he accepted, and yeah, I thought it was a good deal. With the, let me move this so we can open this. The wood top did not come with it. I went to Home Depot and I picked up one of their wood tops. I think it looks so nice. I love the wood top. and it's just a good work surface. The Craftsman is honestly, I just got junk in it. I mean, do you even know what half this shit is? Those are brackets for an E-track and some hot glue sticks and pegboard attachments and bolts and this and that. Top drawer does have to be opened, unlike these ones, which I hate. But all I have in here is nuts in the top drawer, washers in the second, and bolts in the bottom. Just extra stuff that I've actually found a lot of uses for. So hold on to your bolts when you're doing projects and just throw them in I find it so useful. Here's where I keep some of my wrenches. I have a sad collection of metric wrenches, and they're not even the same. Like these two are Duralast, and then Allied, and then I have a whole bunch of other ones. And I have like 10 of these sizes right here. I have like 10 of, but nothing bigger. Here's some of my open end wrenches, which actually came with this toolbox. Moving down, we have my standard. All right, we're picking back up. We had a small pause in the video due to my kid. Anyways, these are some gear wrench combination ratcheting wrenches that I just picked up. I haven't been able to use them, but they have really good reviews on them, and I got a sweet deal. I mean, they're originally like 110 or 160 for the set, something like that. And they were on sale for $40. So I picked that up in a jiff. It goes from 19 to 8mm in combination ratcheting wrench. Can't wait to try those out. Comes in a nice little box. I like that. And then these last two drawers aren't much. They got just kind of stuff that you could use around the house. I got sandpaper, I got stain, I got different gauge wire and different, not only 12 volt, but AC and DC wire, dryer vent hose, and there's all kinds of wires in there and stuff. And then the bottom drawer, honestly, it's just my caulking. I have some extra silicone gun and some tape and some sponges, and that's kind of just my sealant drawer. But yeah, those are my 3 toolboxes. We're not going to count that little Craftsman, but I love them. I could definitely use some wider, bigger drawers, like a 56-inch toolbox with the one long drawer. I could really use a wide, long drawer. So hopefully I can find a good, if you guys know any toolboxes that are affordable. I'm not gonna buy any Snap-ons or any, because I'm just at-home mechanic. I don't do a bunch of work. So any kind of toolboxes you guys can recommend. I've been looking a little bit at the new US General lineups and things, but I really like the Huskies. So maybe I'll pick up one of those tool chests or their work bench table, which also caught my eye. Anyways, until next. All right. Well, we'll call that a wrap for the day. There's my sad collection of toolbox and tools and such. Let me know what else you guys want to see and from me, and maybe I'll do a full garage tour or go more depth into my bike if you guys are into that. Anyways, like, subscribe if you liked my content, or give it a thumbs down and don't subscribe. But yeah, till next time, you guys. Thanks.
While we was in the car on our way to the shop. Well, yo, right now, kick the bass for them brothers and let them know what goes on.
Rolling stones of the rap game, not bragging. Look bigger than Jagger, not sagging. Roll it backwards, I'ma leave it at that.